Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Michi Makes Up. Today I have some new makeup to share with you guys. This is the Chantecaille Spring Giraffe collection. I have the eye quartet here, and I also picked up one of the Lip Chic from the same spring collection, and I have the shade Jasmine here. I really am a huge fan of their Lip Chics. They're like glossy lipsticks. They're like satin lipsticks with a glossy finish, and I've just really enjoyed them, and this shade really caught my eye. So I haven't even swatched this yet, nor have I actually gone into the quartet itself. So we're going to do that today. And I did purchase this with my own money. Chantecaille did not send these over, but I will compare it against another quartet, which they did send me a while back here. This is from the Hummingbird collection. And really, this quartet here was the first time I've tried an eyeshadow palette from Chantecaille. And I was just so impressed with the quality. The looks I was able to create, they were very effortless, much like most of Chantecaille's makeup. So when I saw the Giraffe collection, I really needed to try it sooner rather than later. So here we go. Let me first swatch the shades for you. The quartet does come with one matte shade and 3 metallic shades. And we have this very glittery, shimmery white shade. No undertones. It's just a white shimmer glitter shade, but it is very creamy to the touch. You don't feel the glitter or the shimmer that you kind of see reflecting off of it. It just feels very creamy. And here's the matte brown. And then this is the metallic shade here. These blend really beautifully. I'm going to go back in to this shade for a second application. See that, or show, just to show that it is buildable and it is easy to diffuse. Then we have that last, I believe this is a duochrome. Yes. Go back in for a second application. Really pretty. This shade here just, it's so romantic. I think we're gonna come up with a really romantic look using this eye quad. And I want to say, or I'll compare this at the end here, because this is also a duochrome. So I think the idea here is similar. We have a duochrome from the Hummingbird quartet, a matte shade, and then these 2 metallics here, although this one is a deep metallic versus this here. And then in contrast, we just have a light metallic. As for the Lip Chic in the shade Jasmine, I'm just gonna swatch it on the back of my hand. Oh, yes. Peachy pink and that glossy finish. It does have a vanilla scent to it. And with the Giraffe collection, like the Hummingbird collection, so any of their makeup that has or is attached to an animal ambassador, proceeds or sales and proceeds from the sales of these products do go towards conservation. And I don't recall what that percentage is or dollar amount is, but if I remember correctly, when you purchase from Chantecaille's website, and as you check out, they will tell you that this is the amount donated. And at the beginning of this year, or either the end of last year, they actually sent out an email summarizing from all the sales and the proceeds, how they were used in conservation. So I think that's pretty incredible. If you like the brand, you enjoy the makeup, and you like animals, it's like 2 birds with 1 stone, knowing that your interest or purchase in this makeup can also go towards some conservation efforts. We're going to go all in with this duochrome shade here, and I'm putting that generously all over the lids. Then I'm taking this shade here and placing that above the lash line just to deepen everything a bit. And then I'm just going to take this brush here to diffuse this further into the outer corner. Just soften it up. And then I'm taking this matte shade using this brush, the same brush. And I'm just adding that to the outer corner and building it slightly into the crease. If this is appearing too shiny and glittering, distracting, you could actually take that matte shade that I dipped this brush into and just run it over very lightly. So it just dims it a little bit. The last shade we haven't tried yet is this really bright white shade. And because it's already so glittery, I'm not sure for today, for this look anyway, that I want to add this into the center of the lid. So what I'm going to do instead is put it on the inner corner. And that definitely adds to the brightness. Finally, going back into this matte shade here, I do want to put that on the lower lash line. And I'm not going to tight line, I'm just going to draw, and then probably, we'll see how that looks. I might go back in with a brush to diffuse that out a bit. And then taking the brush we were using before to add in that matte brown shade here, I'm going to just go lightly under the eyes just to smoke it out a bit. And I didn't dab this back into the palette. I'm just using what's left on the brush. I'm going to repeat all the steps on the other side, then we'll come back for blush and the Lip Chic. I'm going to apply the Lip Chic. I love this shade. Oh, so pretty. Now I do need some blush because I look kind of washed out right now. So we're going to blush. I'm going to go with the new Suku Melting Powder Blush. I am enamored with these. I only used them for the first time several days ago, and I just couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait to use this again or have a reason to use it again. I think this is going to go well with the lips and the eye look. The other shade I was thinking about is this one here, coral pink shade, and I think it would be just fine as well, but I'm going for something leaning more on the pink side. This is pink mauve, or mauve pink is how they describe it. So this is number 2, Haru Oto, and this is number 3, Koi Meguri. I just love how pigmented but soft at the same time it looks. I think the melting part of the name is really apt, like an apt description of this product, because it does meld into your skin. And I do not have the most hydrated skin right now. We're in the middle of winter. A snowstorm just hit us a day ago, so it's been cold and dry. Drier than normal for sure. And so my skin is having a hard time adjusting. And so it can be tricky applying blush at times because it could grab onto texture. For highlighter, I'm going to go with one of my favorite highlighters in my collection and my favorite Chantecaille highlighter. This is the Eclat Brilliant. And it's a golden, so it's not going to quite fit, you know, as neatly into this cooler pink mauve look, but I think we could just put a little bit and it would still be a beautiful complement and not distracting. All right, time for some comparisons. I'm going to go into the Hummingbird Quartet here. And I want to swatch this duochrome plus this brown matte shade. Overall, the Hummingbird Quartet is warmer than Giraffe. And this duochrome is beautiful. It definitely makes the Hummingbird Quad in Warm Standout. This is the matte shade. The matte shade on camera looks very similar to this matte brown, but it is lighter in comparison and warmer. These eye quartets, I think there was a version that was cool, and the duochrome, this shade might have been like a green, or a shade that shifted green, I should say. But it has long been sold out. I don't know if they have plans to bring it back, which leads me to my point, is that if this is of interest to you, whether it's the Lip Chic shades or the quartet, I would get it now or soon rather than waiting, because these are limited edition and we just don't know how long they last and whether they will bring it back. Sometimes they do bring it back after possibly a year or longer, or maybe just several months, but it's just really hard to tell. And I don't think, you know, unless you're part of the product team there, I don't think we really know which is the case with what product. And for my final comparison, I do find that this shimmery glittery shade from Giraffe reminds me of a luminescent eye shade called Pangolin. This is probably their most popular luminescent eye shade, so I want to swatch this for you to compare. I know they're not the same, but they just remind me of each other. All right, so this is much more glittery and brighter. The sparkles on it too is like white and silvery, so cooler in general, even cooler than this. Whereas the sparkles from the luminescent eye shade Pangolin actually is mixed with silver and pink sparkles. Overall, I really like this look. I went kind of big going in with this all over the lids, and of course if you prefer something a little bit more subdued, you could use this shade as a base and then just pop that onto the center of the lid, and of course you can use this as well. The white shade here I think definitely has some limited usage, because where else could you put it besides the center of the lid in the, you know, inner corner? But it does serve its purpose really well, and I do enjoy that it's creamy rather than chunky. So that's a plus. Between the Hummingbird Quartet, which is the only other quartet that I have, versus Giraffe, I'm gonna say overall I like the mauve-y look I'm getting from this, but I think more people are going to find the warm quartet maybe a little bit more versatile. Last time I checked, this is still in stock, so if it is, I will have a link below. But look fantastic, also carry Chantecaille, and occasionally they'll do, you know, 20 or 25% off. So any deals that I find, whichever is the, you know, place to buy the product from, ideally, I'll have the links below. Well, let me know what you think. I really like this look. The Lip Chic shade is just fantastic. It was exactly what I was hoping for, and I'm going to be keeping that on my vanity for some time. And I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye.